So for question 7, it asks for the expected value of ZT. So for part A, we know that the expected value of ZT equals to expected value of N1T times cosine omega T plus theta plus N2T times sine omega T plus theta. So we can then simplify it, and it equals to expected value of N1T times cosine omega T plus theta plus expected value of N2T times sine omega T plus theta. And then we can get it is equals to expected value of N1T times expected value of cosine omega T plus theta plus expected value of N2T times expected value of sine omega T plus theta, which equals to the average value of N1 times 1 over 2 pi, and the integral from 0 to 2 pi of cosine omega T plus theta d theta, and the average of N2 times 1 over 2 pi, and times the integral from 0 to 2 pi sine omega T plus theta, which equals to 0. And for part 2, it asks for RT1, T2, and we know that it is equals to the expected value of ZT1 times ZT2, which equals to the expected value of N1T times cosine omega T plus theta plus expected value of N2T times sine omega T plus theta. Times plus expected value of N2 T1 cosine omega T1 plus theta times N2 T2 sine omega T2 plus theta plus expected value of N2 T1 sine omega T1 plus theta times N1 T2 cosine omega T2 plus theta plus expected value of N2 T1 sine omega T1 plus theta times N2 T2 sine omega T2 plus theta. And we can simplify it, and which equals to 1 over 2 of Rn tau from times 1 over 2 pi of the integral of 0 to 2 pi cosine omega T1 plus T2 plus 2 theta d theta plus cosine omega tau plus 1 over half the average of N1 and average of N2 times 1 over 2 pi and times the integral of 0 to 2 pi sine omega T1 plus T2 plus 2 theta d theta minus sine omega tau plus 1 over 2 the average of N1, N2, and times 1 over 2 pi times integral of 0 to 2 pi sine omega T1 plus T2 plus 2 theta d theta plus sine omega tau minus 1 over 2 Rn2 tau of 1 over 2 pi integral from 0 to 2 pi cosine omega T1 plus T2 plus 2 theta minus cosine omega tau, which equals to 1 over 2 Rn1 tau plus Rn2 tau times cosine omega tau, which equals to Rz tau. And so for question 3, it asks for Rz0. We just plug in the Rz0 and get Rz0 equals to 1 over 2 times Rn10 plus Rn20, which equals to 1 over half the expected value of N1 to the square plus expected value of N2 to the square. Yeah, that's it for this problem.